with just under 3 minutes remaining in the first, and a good start here by the Pistons.
A much better start for the Pistons at both ends. Defensively, Hamilton challenging the shot, running out, getting it easy too.
Let him run. 32. There, other side. I got my hands up. He's coming through. No, I know, but that time you didn't have your hands up. You had your hands.
I did. I made sure because I knew that's what he wanted.
You had your hands into him. Difference between up and into him. Okay.
I like the way Rip Hamilton spoke there to Bennett Salvatore. I thought this year Rip got a little out of character with the referees. He was getting way too many technical fouls. I remember I saw him late in the year and I said, Rip, you're too good a player to get all those kind of technical fouls. He's done a much better job in the playoffs. The referees will listen to you talk to him like that.
He was among the leaders in that department, a dubious distinction. One on the shot clock, and it's waved off. Will not count, says the outside official, Rod Garrison. That was very close.
That was close. Not reviewable, however.
All right, here's another look.
Well, we can review it personally.
Yes.
Whoa, that was. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Looks like it's right on his fingertips, but you see what a difficult job the officials have. I mean, we'd have to look at that 4 or 5 times. That was awfully close.
It's amazing how they get those right so often. I mean, that was bang, bang.
Lindsey Hunter has come on. So Hunter and Hamilton out of the backcourt. Hamilton coming up short, rebounded by Max Seal. And Daniel Gibson on the floor for the Cavaliers coming off his terrific game. What a pass, Hunter to McDyess. That led to a collision between Marshall and Varejao. They mix up defensively, and the Pistons now lead by 7.
Yeah, their biggest lead of any game this year. They've gotten off to a good start, which is exactly what Flip Saunders wanted tonight.
Hunter lost control. And the ball carried out of bounds, so the ball back to Detroit.
Well, no coincidence that Lindsey Hunter is in the ball game early. I think it's mainly for defensive purposes. We saw him make the great pass on that screen roll, but this is about trying to slow down Daniel Gibson. I don't think Flip Saunders thought coming into this series that he'd have to put together a plan to slow down Gibson. But Lindsey Hunter, one of the best defenders on the ball, I think, of all time. And Gibson, they're going to pay close attention to him tonight.
Damon Jones has come on, the backcourt of Gibson and Jones. Gibson with a career-high 21 the other night. That's his first shot that was too strong. McDyess. James with the rebound. Here's Jones for 3. David Jones with the corner 3 to bring the Cavs within 4.
How about the game, how it opens up for LeBron James? You've got Gibson, Jones, and Marshall out there, their best three-point shooters. Gives him so much room to work. If you help, you find one of your best shooters, you get one to go down.
Max Seal. What a pass thrown by Tayshaun Prince.
And instant energy from Max Seal. We already saw an offensive rebound a couple of possessions ago. You see how active he is against that defense.
Pistons 16 points in the paint. Cleveland 0. Varejao from James. And Varejao is taken down. James getting in the middle of it. The Cavaliers did not like that foul. See LeBron racing from the corner.
Meanwhile, the Cleveland bench, everybody on that bench being walled off by assistant coaches, security people, trainers. The group effort over there. Everybody watch that Phoenix series.
And let's see what the call is. Is it a flagrant?
I think it is. I thought I saw Ronnie Garretson come in and call a flagrant, and it should be because he And he went after that neck area. You know, anytime you get to that spot, it's pretty much automatic. And LeBron just trying to come in and say, hey, you can't get away with that.
Now, remember the criticism last year when in this series, Rasheed Wallace split open Varejão's head, Ilgauskas' head. Nobody from Cleveland went to his defense. We saw it in the early playoffs where it happened, a hard foul by, I think it was Mikey Moore in the New Jersey series. LeBron went up and said that's not going to happen. You saw him tonight. So I think he's taken it to heart that if something like that happens to one of his teammates, he doesn't want to get in the fray and get thrown out, but at least show you're over there supporting your teammate.
There was a discussion between all three officials. Antonio McDyess called for a flagrant 2, and the discussion involving an ejection.
Flagrant 2.
McDyess has been thrown out.
That is shocking. And that's a huge blow for Detroit. Remember how good McDyess was last game, game 4. He was terrific, and he's one of the best Piston defenders on the front line in terms of the pick and roll with LeBron James. This is an enormous play here.
Well, what it does now, it puts the pressure on Chris Webber to play well tonight, because one of the luxuries that Flip Saunders had going to his bench. So Max Seal probably is going to get heavy minutes, and this is so out of character for a guy like Antonio McDyess. You don't associate him with those kind of hard fouls.
And a technical foul was called on LeBron James, so Rip Hamilton able to hit the technical free throw.
See, to me, this is clearly a flagrant 1. And, he comes over, he fouls him hard across that neck area. That's a flagrant 1. I just don't think in game 5 of the playoffs, in this kind of series, in any game actually, I don't think you can kick a guy out for that play. I don't agree with that.
The only thing, Steve, you say in game 5,
I qualified it, Marv. I said in any game. I mean, I just don't. I don't understand. It's a physical game. I don't think he was trying to hurt him. I think he came over and fouled him. Anytime you get in that head neck area, you're going to get a flagrant. But usually it's flagrant 1. I don't know about flagrant 2 unless you really give a forearm or like a shiver.
Or if there's been some history in this series, the first 4 games where guys have gotten chippy and you've seen those kind of plays. Now we saw Webber get one the other night at technical when he went to the head after a play.
So the qualification is you would make that call, be a regular season.
I would make it any time.
Want to clear it up.
Thank you.
For you Steve Kerr bloggers out there. All right, here is James for 3, and it's an air ball. And LeBron hearing it from this crowd with 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pistons up by 6. A moment ago, Antonio McDyess hit with a flagrant 2 and ejected. LeBron James picked up a technical for rushing in the direction of Antonio McDyess.
And Chauncey Billups coming in on this possession to give them another offensive player. They took Max Seal out, so they've gone small, and they have 4 good offensive players on the floor here, along with Lindsey Hunter, to finish out this quarter.
Made an adjustment on the clock. They added a second. Down to 4, 3, and a traveling violation. Calling Hamilton, the basket will not count.
Yeah, good call by Bob Delaney. Definitely shuffled his feet on that exchange, on that little spin dribble.
2.6 to go in the first. So that is the end of the first quarter, with the Pistons up by 6. And a good start for Detroit as they shoot 11 for 20 from the field. A moment ago, we were talking about the Cavaliers being on the wrong end of hard fouls. Well, in a game against the Pistons back in February of 2006, Doug, you mentioned this first quarter. Zydrunas Ilgauskas took the hit from Rasheed Wallace. He drew blood, although Zydrunas did return. Needed 5 stitches to close the wound, and no one reacted. And then East semifinals Between the Cavs and the Nets, Sasha Pavlovich decked by Mikey Moore. He took exception to the hit, but a stronger reaction tonight.